what we need to do is survive mechanics. Whoa. Big brain. Nice. Waller to 50%. Kill Blaster and Swimmer. But this is going to be an absolute mess. What's up, chat? Of course, we get into the instance and have it easy. Internet. It's quite peculiar how we get into an instance and that is when people realize, oh, my internet sucks. I'm like, what were you doing like 10 minutes ago? He has Tourette's syndrome. I just wish they would pool. We've literally not seen any mechanic yet. We've not even pooled. It's been like 30 minutes. It's just like, just pool. Let me die to something, and then we'll talk about it. We've already got the ads assigned. What are we doing? They're assigned. Just go. Just go. Just go. Just go. What are we doing? What are we doing? Just go. Just go. We're gonna die instantly. Just go. 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 What are we doing? Oh my god, I'm gonna go crazy here. Look, they don't even have mimics on, right? Come on, guys. Come on. What have we been doing for 30 minutes? Oh my goodness. This shit drives me crazy. I'm like, literally, just pull. Just pull. Like, we had 20 minutes to talk about this. 20 minutes. It's like, blows my mind. I'll never not be upset by it. Oops, I wasn't supposed to use that. Alright, now we're talking. Was I supposed to dodge that, I wonder? I don't have a rise. Okay. I think we're supposed to kill like Brawler first. I think it's Brawler. Pretty much nothing happens in the first. The blaster. Swing that. I'll stack first, then second include. I'm fired on Toad? Does that mean? Raise. Anybody got the raise? I'm not sure. What does that mean? Who's he talking to? I don't know. I do not know. feel like people aren't reading what's being written because like half of this conversation doesn't do anything. It's like what was this for? What is this, you know? What is going on here? I have this lurking suspicion that people are joining this Blue Mage Savage run and they have no Savage experience. That's what I'm guessing. That's what I'm guessing. Did I do that? I felt like I said I was vulnerable if I were down, right?
shit.
Not sure what happened there.
Hello.
Alright folks. Alright, so essentially what we've been doing so far, all the way to the point where we kill Swindler, has been okay. The only difference that from the last pull-up would essentially be that we leave Vortex alone after we kill Swindler. So the main point after that is to bring Brawler down to 50% to trigger the orb mechanic. There's going to be 2 purple orb and 2 green orb that will appear. The green orb need to be soaked by somebody, ideally with Mighty Guard. People need to be topped up, and the purple orb are just going to cluster back to Brawler, and essentially by the time that happens, it's going to be a raid wide that needs to be healed. So we can use slow, anything that can slow or reduce damage on the orbs and stuff. So they're targetable, they're not killable, but we can use the reduce damage organic adult, magic hammer, stuff like that on the orbs to reduce the damage. They will trigger once they reach Brawler. After that, we want to bring Brawler down to about 10%, leave it there. We don't want to dot him because we don't want him to die before we bring Vortex down. After that, we're going to have to bring Vortex down to 50%. We're gonna have Super Cyclone, and after that we will have to kill Vortex and immediately kill Brawler. We have about 5 seconds apart after we kill Vortex to kill Brawler. That's the main. Otherwise he's gonna self-destruct and just kill us all. And after that we'll go to Brute.
Also, I want to ask, like, because I don't think anybody responded or I didn't see who's healing the off tank and who's healing the main tank, because I see that we're both healing both tanks and it's kind of distracting. Like, I don't know who's on who.
I remember one healer was using Moon Flute. I believe that would be considered as Huff healer. Huff healer usually take care of the off tank because they have less healing to do overall, because the off tank is mainly using Diamondback to tank that. Whereas the main tank is going to be taking a bunch of damage because I have to cast stuff just to interrupt and blah blah blah, keep aggro. Right?
Okay, so what I was doing is, like, I was trying to focus on Toad on the off tank, but also I wasn't sure because I saw the other killer killing Toad as well. What I'm trying to do is, like, right before my Moon Flute ends, drop Angel Snack so the healing is not as tough. Because I mean I'm gonna be standing for like 12 seconds.
Well, I'm gonna be entirely honest with you. The off healer, or the healer that takes care of the off tank, doesn't have much to do healing wise, because like I said, Diamondback is like the main mitigation there, and it's covering a lot. So of course there is some damage to, like, you have to keep an eye on it. But like if you're the off tank healer, you can also help around with the group and stuff like that. Okay. So that's essentially it. Like, because we're killing Blaster so fast, honestly, I don't think that much damage there. Like, there is a strat where we would keep him alive and actually push him down with Vortex, but I fucking hate that because it's just like, it's shitty to heal and it's shitty to tank. So let's go with Blaster, then Vortex. Swindler. After that, like I said, we leave Vortex alone. You can like put dots and stuff on him. We just don't want to bring him down to 50%. After that, we want to deal with Brawler, like I said, orbs, etc., bringing up to 10%. And after that, when we bring down Vortex, the only important thing is we want to make sure we trigger the Super Cyclone, which is at 50% when the off tank is in Diamondback, so as to not get him knocked back when he's trying to cast Diamondback or something like that. So we will call it out, just so that the off tank is aware that it's coming up. But yeah, that's essentially it. And after that, we kill Vortex, and then we rush kill Brawler before he destroys.
Would it be okay to like do the call for you to do the call on like which robot to go next, because the names are literally just blowing in my head. I've done
Okay, so I'm gonna explain the positioning of all of them, where they spawn, just so that the people have a global idea of where they're on the map. So essentially, Brawler is always gonna be in the center. He's gonna be tanked there, and the off tank is gonna be facing west. So that's nothing you have to care about. Blaster is always going to be spawning north, kill him there. Then we rotate to east, where we're going to be killing Swindler. And at some point, as we're killing Swindler, Vortex is going to be spawning south. And then I'm going to grab him all the way to A. And that's pretty much where we're going to be killing him. Also, I would recommend for Super Cyclone, try to go next to me, close to the wall, just so that you don't get knocked back all over the place. That's what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. That's about it. Yeah, so it's Blaster, Swindler, Brawler to 50, we do the Orbs mechanic, Brawler to 10%, we leave him there, no dots, Vortex to 50%, Super Cyclone, kill Vortex, kill Brawler, and then we're up to Brute. So there is not much prog left until we reach Brute Justice, and honestly, it's not really a hard board, so yeah. Almost there.
Yep, pretty straightforward.
Alright, let's go. Food check. Take a beam. Take a beam. Okay, move north. Last one. Okay, rotate clockwise. Swindler.
OT's dead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's okay.
You think I could drop the Moon Flute when hitting Brawler? Because, I mean the north ad, I forget.
Just wipe it, but yeah, honestly, we have a bunch of damage right now, so I'm interrupting I got the timing down for the Mind Blast, so there was no paralyzing thing, so yeah.
I'm gonna see if we can do it without me using Moon Flute, because I wasn't able to.
Yeah, it shouldn't be an issue, honestly. Like, all DPS using Moon Flutes should be enough. Yeah. Mega beam.
Guessing someone got AoE there. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Snapshot OP.
It's remove mighty guard. Giving.
Whoops. It's off.
Somebody resin? Actually, I'm gonna do it.
Swifting Edgar? Oh, never mind.
Give me an 8. More. Yep. 7-5. Okay, so the snapshot is essentially at the end of the cast, so if you're not out by the end of the cast of Mega Beam, you're gonna die.
Oh, I was definitely out like 2 times and it still hit me.
It's very large. It is very large. Also, if somebody dies like before we reach bots, I'm gonna give the first res so you can focus on healing me. Mega Beam. Oh wait. move up north. Okay.
OT's down.
Just right there.
What's killing our OT there? Just healing or badly timed Diamondback or
I think I wasn't healing for like a second. I tried DPSing for like a second because I saw all the health bars up and I wasn't watching for that. I think that's on me.
The Ravewide did it, bioarithmetic. We could probably get an addle on that.
Drop Mighty Guard code. Mega Vein. North. Okay, PCPS on Swindler.
Also with Kanata.
Yeah. Put the damage on that. Take a beam. Alright, up more. Okay, that's it. Focus window. Check your debuff.
That was some lucky timing.
Yeah.
I think the enumeration. Looked like it was the enumeration that got us there.
Uh-huh.
I think an enumeration wasn't Diamondbacked, and I don't know if that causes AoE damage to everybody or not.
We shouldn't even see that mechanic. It's called hate, and he should literally die before that triggers. That's the whole point of killing Vortex faster. Not Vortex, sorry, but Wonder. That's why we want him to die so fast. We wanna just skip that mechanic altogether.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe we could like save some moon flutes for, or
Yeah, like when Swindler reach about 20%, you can probably just Moon Flute and finish him. Like you won't have much, probably not a lot of primal spells, but like as long as you kill him fast enough by the end of it, it should be good.
We could also delay burst on Blaster until Swindler spawns and then Moonflute them both together.
That's literally bad. People just never hold enough damage back, so we always end up with like a weird transition.
I mean, most of the parties I've been in do that, and that seems to be the norm. This is kind of my first time really trying this other way.
Hey man, be my guess, we're gonna fuck it up, but sure. Mighty Guard check. Take a beam. Oh shit, I'm stupid. Sorry.
I think we just reset. I think we just reset that.
Mega Beam. So you want to do double? Alright. I'm gonna be bringing him to A. We want to slow down very much on the DPS and wait for Swindler to spawn, and then we're gonna move through that as blast both at the same time, essentially.
I think some people drop their moon flutes early without realizing the strat. Like the call out could have happened earlier.
Yeah. I wasn't sure we were committing to that or not. It seemed like people didn't want to do it. So I put it early. I'll hold
Let's
this.
just clarify. Let's just clarify before we do it.
Mega Beam. Alright, so everyone can go to A. You can hold on the flute. And slow DPS on Blaster. Okay. Alright, so no DPS on Vortexer. We want to bring Brawler down to 50% and do the Horde mechanic. Just keep an eye on tank and off tank for Elon. Horde mechanic. So two people sort the green Horde. We want to use mitigation on the purple ones so as to reduce the damage they do.
It looked like both the purples hit at the same time.
Does anybody have a spell that slows? If not, then I guess I'm gonna take care of one. So what you can do for the green orb is just soak it with a diamond back and everybody clear of it, because it's like a fairly huge, well, it's not huge, but like a medium area, I would say. So you don't want to stand close to somebody that's gonna soak one. That's useless. And you can just diamond back it, and that's gonna be fine. And yeah, for the purple, essentially we wanna I don't think they can be displaced. They can be slowed with heavy and stuff like that. Like I can take care of one. I'm just gonna bad breath one, so what is it's slowed, and then we just need to use some mitigation like Addle and Magic Hammer on the other one. And after it explodes, we just dig your wheels, and then we just get ready for the second one. That should be it. Food check. Go in. Mega big. Everyone on A. We're gonna bring Blaster there. Slow DPS, hold the food. You can flute. Right. Only DPS Vertex Sword for now. Get on Brawler to 50%. Okay, we're gonna slow the one on A, and we wanna mitigate on the one on 3. And get ready. Alright. Good job. So bring Brawler down to 10% roughly, but don't kill him, and don't leave any dot on him. Okay, that should be good enough. Right. Focus on Vortexer. Knockback incoming, get ready Toad. Okay, whoever got aggro Brawler, you can diamond back for now. We're gonna finish Vertexer and then we will just rush Brawl.
I need one person stacked with me. I have 2 seconds. I'm on Kanata. Okay, Kanata had autos. Never mind.
Alright, well, that's essentially it. So yeah, that's what I meant by the timing can be a little bit annoying with the Vortexer and so I guess we can hold on the DPS a little bit on Vortexer starting for 70%. And then we just want to wait for Toad to be casting his diamond back and then we can burn him down to 50, roughly.
I wanted to ask, like, can we have a Mighty Guard on and off call? Because I think some people forgot to take it off, or, like, some people didn't turn it on.
For which part exactly?
When we all turn on Mighty Guard, I saw a lot of, I think with, like, the spheres, like the rate lights that we are mitigating.
Well, I mean, for the orbs, you can turn on Mighty Guard because it's not gonna matter much. It's just like for the orbs specifically, you wanna like take care of the purple one. I mean, like you wanna turn on Mighty Guard because there is not a huge interval between the two hitting Brawler and exploding. So you can turn Mighty Guard there and just wait for the 2 explosion and then we can resume. Like it's not a DPS race anyway at this point. Like the main point is to kill Blaster and Swindler fast enough. And after that, we can literally take our time. It's just a matter of like doing things correctly, but fast.
Okay.
No problem. Alright, let's go. Mega Beam. Alright, everyone to A, hold on fluid, so DPS and Blaster. You can flute. Jump. Okay, let's just reset that.
Yeah, I went autopilot and pressed Moon Flute like an idiot. Forgot about that. Couldn't heal Toad.
Yeah, okay. Mega Beam. Alright, everyone on A. Hold Flute, slow DPS on Blaster. You can Flute now. Sure. Well done. Okay, no DPS on Vortexer. We're gonna bring Brawler down to 50%. Okay, we got the orbs. I'm gonna slow the one on B. I'm gonna slow the one on B. I'm gonna mitigate on the one on A when they get close. Diamond back on the 2 green orb, please. Alright. Okay, you can drop Mighty Guard, kill the tanks. Good job. Bring Brawler to 10%, no dots, and after that hold DPS on it. Okay, switch target. Bring Vortexer down to 70-60% and then slow down. Okay. Make sure we have off tank and a diamond back. Okay, you can burn. Super Cyclone. Good. Okay, so we're gonna burn Vortexer and then burn Brawler immediately after. Get ready for that. Let's go. Good job! Alright. Good spot. Okay, tank is gonna be north. You can drop Mighty Guard. And whole group stacks on 1. So, as you see blue, sure cast. Cast. Let me get it quick. Okay, clockwise. Alright, that's a bit of a mess, but alright, so I'm gonna explain roughly what's gonna happen there. So essentially we're gonna have the main tank be north. The whole group is gonna be stacking on one. So what's gonna happen is that when you see the puddle, you will also have a stack marker and two people with red debuff that needs to go away from the group. So what's gonna happen is the whole group is gonna rotate to 2, bait another set of puddle, and then go to 3 with that stack marker. People stack there, it's fine. The 2 people that have the red markers, you just want to get out of it, and the tank is gonna be moving all the way up northeast to bait super jump. Essentially, we're gonna have a mega beam after that, and then the super jump is gonna be baited. Essentially, that's gonna end that phase. Like intermission 1 should not happen, and the boss should be roughly dead at that point after like the whole, clockwise TV. Yeah, so after we kill Brute Justice for the first time, we're gonna have intermission 2, which is the transition. At that point, everybody can turn on Mighty Guard, and the whole group is gonna be stacking on 8. We're gonna have the tank staying up close north, and we're gonna have one drill bait going to the southeast corner. So who was taking care of the drill bait for the bots?
That'd be me, but I think we've got one more pull because K has to go, so we can probably just go ahead and run it.
Yeah, sure. I know. I just wanted to ask because, like, usually the same drill baits will go through southeast for the intermission. But yeah, if you can do that again.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna get him. Oh, that's not good.
Little splash
Okay.
with me.
Oh, when I moved. Oh, sorry. I'm also dead because I don't have swiftness. You still want to go for one more K, or are you gonna run? Okay, no, it's alright.
I think we're also hopping off. Have a good one. Bye.
Yep.
See yous.
Alright, I thought. Okay, his head just hopping off Discord and not like the group, I guess. Well, if we only have one DPS to replace, should be fairly fast, right? So we can probably just get back in and get a little bit more practice.
Is the head guy out of Discord, or is he just AFKing the party?
I'm actually gonna ask. Well, that answers that. You're gonna have to swap one of those slot 2 healer, by the way. Head was a healer.
How far damage do we end up skipping 4 and 5? Phase 4 and 5.
Huh?
With our damage, do we end up skipping phases?
Honestly, the way I see it is that we will most likely be killing the boss by the hand of Gavel, possibly even skipping the point where we have to resolve most of the things. So we would only have to resolve probably the actuators, which is Nisi, the red Nisi and the blue Nisi. But like everything else should not even matter. Because if we actually burn the boss before the orbs resolve, we can just ignore everything else and just focus on DPS. But that does mean that everybody is going to use Flute and then Sting. And I believe we're going to have to fish for a physical Libra just to make sure that that happens correctly. Also an off guard. Peculiar Light is not so much because Sting is physical, but yeah. Yeah, no, exactly. So if we go for if we go to burn in Gavel, we just have to commit entirely because we're just gonna blow up regardless. So the whole point is that it's just I'm not sure like how much DPS we should be doing before like just regular DPS before we actually pop the flute and just throw everything at the boss. That's more like a timing thing. I think we're gonna have to figure out, but it should be doable.
I'm sort of inferring that the hard part is getting to Brute Justice.
Yeah, essentially, because Brute Justice itself, like I said, it's literally everybody stacks on 1, you rotate clockwise twice, red people out, stack's gonna end up on 3. And you just dodge the Mega Beam. Tank is gonna bait super jump northeast, jump back on the boss if the timing is right. Essentially, the boss is not even gonna move, and you should not even see another cycle of that, and you should be dead. Which means we're gonna be transitioning into an intermission, which is roughly long. So we're gonna get back like a bunch of our cooldowns. We're gonna have to do. Yeah, well, if you want to go and check the video, like it's literally intermission 2. Not much to be said there, like Tank and Drill Bait needs to do a little extra thingy, but like the whole group should be stacking on A, dodging Mega Beam. Then we cast Diamond back, then we line of sight with the legs of Onslaughter. And 2 people are gonna have to swift cast Diamond back and get away from the group as they line of sight with the legs, and that's it. After that, we're on Gavel, and if we actually ignore Gavel, then that's pretty much Sting percentage, right? So, But yeah, bots is definitely the hard part. Well, I would say it's not the hard part. It's just, you know, when we play Blue Mage, we get used so much to just burn through everything super fast that like the people don't have like the the mental gymnastic of holding back and actually just taking the time to do stuff properly, because it's literally just that. It's not so hard as it is just proper execution of things. So by the way, it's kind of a way, because we do need to replace one of those spots as a healer. I did mention that earlier. I don't know if you heard me, but yeah. Unless I'm totally wrong and there is 2 healer in here right now, please manifest yourself. Otherwise, yes. What the fuck? Okay. It was Ed who left. And we have 2 DPS spots to fill, so that's gonna be the tricky part here. Let me ask. Like, is anybody willing to switch over to healer? I don't know, Subin, were you main healer or like off healer-ish?
Main healer. I was doing.
Main healer?
I felt like I was
Okay,
doing
so-
all of it, but
I know, it's alright. So you were healing main tank or off tank, essentially?
I was healing the person called Hisuyo.
Yeah, that would be me, okay. Yeah, you were healing main tank. Thank you. I remember somebody was using Mortal Flame. For sure. Yeah, okay, so Syria got Mortal Flame. Do we have a Breath of Magic though? I didn't pay attention to that, honestly. Yeah, no, understandable. Pretty sure Calliope is gonna bring Breath of Magic if they were asking. I'm ready, sorry.
Can you load us in, Kanata? Probably not sure what we're waiting on.
I don't know, we're all ready. I did say I was ready. Alright. Okay, just so we know what we need to explain, like, have any of you two who just joined, so Kelly and Visha, any prior experience in this fight, or this is fresh for you guys?
I'm fresh, but I did what you got.
Okay, alright. As your healer, honestly, for Onslaughter itself, you won't have much to do, and for bots, you will be mainly on healing duty, so you will have to keep an eye on me, Isuiso, or Toad, which is going to be off tank. So essentially, you want to make sure that those two are always topped off as much as possible. And for bots specifically, we're going to have some extra things to heal, raid wide and stuff, but like I guess you can give it a couple pulls, see what's going on. So for Onslaughter, yeah, you just stack on 2 with us. And yeah, dodge the mega beams, heal the tank, keep the other people alive, and that's pretty much gonna be it for healer. Kelly, any question? Or made it to phase 2 as in Root Justice or bots? Bots? Okay. We assigned the spot for actuators, yes? Yeah, okay, so essentially when we're gonna be transitioning into bot phase, everybody's gonna be moving to A, except me and Toad, which are on tank duty. I'm gonna bring Blaster to A. You're gonna slow DP as Blaster, but you're gonna hold on the flute and the big cooldowns. Don't wanna use any of your primal stuff, anything like that. We're gonna wait for Swindler to drop down, and as soon as Swindler drop down, you can use your Moon Flute and just unload your whole combo on Blaster, and also should do a fairly good amount of damage to Swindler by means of AoE. So that way we're gonna just skip the whole Blaster mechanics and most of the Swindler's mechanics. And after that, I'm gonna call out stuff for Brawler and Vortexer at that point, but like, let's get there first. So I'm gonna come down. So food check. Mega Beam. Alright. Okay, everybody to A. We're gonna bring Blaster. Slow DPS, hold down the flute. You can flip. Alright, that's that. Then go next. Oh. What happened, Toad? Alright. So for healer specifically there, when Swindlers drop down, we're gonna be doing a lot of damage. So your first priority as a healer is mainly gonna be to, like I said, top off tanks. Make sure that they're full HP as much as possible. If you have extra time, you can weave in like, you know, you pump cure and you weave in like anything like Nightfalls, Being Mortals, Sea Shanty, you know, stuff that is OGCD that can help with like burning down Blaster and Swindler faster. Also, by the end of Swindler, if you want to try to top and cast a Gobskin, possibly, just to make sure that Toad doesn't take too much damage at once, because it's possible that he might get nuked in between Diamondbacks there. It's a possibility, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, so far so good. Let's go. Mega Beam. Mega Beam. Alright, hold down the flute. Everyone to a slow DPS on Blaster. can flute. Oh, 26 short. Happens. Let's go again. Shot really cool. Mega beam. Okay, are we wiping? Is that it?
I don't know. I don't know, it's not taking the rise.
I mean, you do have to handle the ads normally, so if you don't take it, we're fucked anyway. It's fine. Alright, let's go. Mega beam. Mega beam. Everyone to A. Hold flute, slowly PS on blaster.
Oh, thanks, Risk. Hope you're doing okay.
You can flute. Shut. Just get the res out. Okay, so no DPS on Vortexer. Everybody focus on Brawler. We want to bring him down to 50%, and then we're going to deal with the orb mechanic. 2 people are going to diamond back the green orbs, and we're going to have 2 purple orb deal AoE damage once they reach Brawler. We're going to slow down one, I will call it, and the other one we need mitigation on before it hits Brawler, such as Magic Hammer and Adult. We're going to slow the orb on 3. You can mitigate the one coming from north. Gobskin Mighty Guard right now is a good option. Magic Hammer out with Adel, top everyone. Okay, Escanata, and we're good to go. Now we're bringing Brawler down to 10%, 8-10%, and then we're gonna stop DPS. We don't want to apply any dot possibly on Brawler, because we don't want him to die while we're dealing with Vortexer. Can position a little bit. Okay, we can stop DPS on Brawler. Everyone on Vortexer now. I'm gonna bring him down to 70-60% roughly, and then slow down the DPS. We wanna make sure that we bring him to 50% while the off tank is in Diamondback. Okay, we can burn down Vortexer. Watch out Super Cyclone. This is a huge attack. Okay, alright. Leave the res alone for now. Kill Vortexer and immediately switch over to Brawler. Alright. Get Exy out. And everybody stacks on A. Use shortcast when you see the blue lightning. Yes. This is huge damage. Everybody needs to be topped up, by the way. Ideally with a Gobskin on top of it.
I think 4 people stepped into Earth Sludge, so there was like 4 dots going.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this now. So by the end of Vortexer, there is, if we don't kill him quite fast enough, there's gonna be like, I think it's 3 puddle, right? That's gonna drop on the floor. You wanna avoid the AoE itself, but you wanna make sure you don't step in afterward, because yeah, it's gonna apply an acid. So that's one thing. But yeah, so far so good.
Yeah, thanks for checking that out. I hadn't really thought too much about it, but it was like, you know, sort of leaving clear.
So
to
I'm
get
gonna
that
roughly
on P12.
explain Brute Justice phase right now because we did reach it, so I think we're consistent enough for that. So essentially what's gonna happen is I'm gonna be north as a tank. The whole party is gonna be stacking on 1. Like I said, want to top everybody. We also want to Gobskin, and you use Shortcast as you see the blue lightning when they are emerging. If you want to have Mighty Guard up by then, and as soon as you take the damage, you can drop Mighty Guard, that's also an option. Afterward, what's gonna happen is that basically everybody's gonna bait puddles. So the whole group is gonna rotate clockwise from 1 to 2. 2 people will be marked with red markers. They want to spread away from the group and away from each other. So usually in between A and B is gonna be like anywhere in there is a good spot, but you just don't want to be on top of each other. Then another set of puddles is going to be baited on 2, so the group is going to rotate clockwise once again on 3, and there is going to be where the start marker is going to resolve, so we want to stack there. There's going to be a lot of damage going on there, so before we start running, you want to reapply Gobskin. You can even pre-cast Angel Snack, that's not a bad idea. Once everybody is done with the stack on 3, there's going to be a Mega Beam cast, so everybody dodge that. After that I'm gonna bait Super Jump up north, and then there's gonna be an Apocalyptic Wraith, so nobody wanna be in front of the boss at that time because it's gonna be a huge like 128% degree cone that's just doing a bunch of damage, applying debuff, etc. So just get out of that. That's essentially the phase. It's gonna cycle. Usually we see one cycle in the start of the other one, and then it's gonna be resolved. After that we're gonna go into intermission 2. Yeah, so honestly, everybody's gonna be always stacked together. The only thing I'm gonna say is that after the red marker resolves, you probably want to get back to the boss and be close in melee, like inside the hitbox as much as possible. Same for the people that's stacking on 3 after you resolve the start. You want to make sure you stay close to the boss as much as possible, because as the Mega Beam casts go off, I need to be the furthest player away from the the boss itself. So I'm gonna be like all the way up northeast, hopefully. But yeah, just to make sure, like, try to stay close. And yeah, I think that's about it. Let's get to intermission 2, I guess, and then I can explain that also. It's really not that complicated, especially for DPS. Like, only tanks and drill bait have an extra job, but like, it's fairly simple as Blue Mage because we cheese what's most difficult with Diamondback twice. So yeah. Let me check. Res Exia, please. Mega Beam. By the way, I didn't notice that somebody is using G-Kick on the opener, but like, we can stack on 2 for Coldfolk. The ads are already assigned. It's not an issue. It's because Exia was dead. That's why the northeast one was not taken care of. Okay. So yeah. By the way, if you want to grab Cold Fog, we're essentially stacking on 2 for that purpose. We just wait for me to take the damage and share it with everyone so that you can trigger Cold Fog, and then after that you can do whatever you want. But yeah, so we're doing that if you want to. Mega Beam. Alright, everyone on A. Hold on the flute. Slow DPS and blast. You can flute. Okay, good job. Number 1. Okay, we're coming out soon. Alright, finish off Swindler. Okay. Alright, top the tanks. No DPS on Vortexer. Bring Brawler down to 50. Get ready for Orcs. Okay, 2 Diamondbacks for the green orbs. I'm gonna call out which orb we slow. I'm gonna slow the orb on A. We want to mitigate for the one coming from north. So Magic Hammer, Handle, if you have the stuff. Make sure everybody is topped off in Godskin. Alright, coming. Okay, mitigation out. Top everyone, Gobskin again. Okay, top everyone. Okay, especially please. Thank you. Okay. Alright, bring Brawler down to 10%. Okay, stop DPS Brawler. Focus Vortexer. Bring him down to 70-60%. I think it's gonna be clutch. Okay. Okay, we can finish up Vortexer and switch immediately to Brawler afterward. Dodge the puddle, dodge the puddles. Don't step in the crop, thank you. Good job. Alright, everybody on 1. Gobskin, short cast. You can put Mighty Guard up and wait for after the explosion to remove it. Short cast now. Drop Mighty Guard. Rotate clockwise. Okay, so I see everybody pretty much stacked, so the prey marker were most likely inside the stack, that's why everyone died. So you have to make sure you pay attention to the red markers. If you have one, you get the fuck out, honestly. Just go away. Like, you don't need to be anywhere near the stack, that's not relevant.
Man, I gotta
You want
go
to wait for the
grind.
stack to resolve before you rejoin with
Awful.
the group for healings, and to be sure to be
But
inside the hitbox of the boss. But
there's
that's
so many
after everything
people
resolved.
doing this right now that it's like, if I don't do this
I'm
right
gonna repeat the
now,
order again. Everybody's gonna be stacking on
then it'll
1.
be even
The
harder.
Apollos and the start marker are gonna
So I'm
appear.
just sort of putting
Rotate
it off.
clockwise on 2. Prey marker out at the same time. Bait another set of Apollo. Rotate clockwise again. Marker is gonna resolve on 3. Prey marker is gonna resolve somewhere else, not there, and then it's all right. So you gotta run after this pool or after this instance. Okay. Well, let's give it a good try, guys. Let's maybe see intermission 2. Let's do it. Well, that was a crazy pull. Alright, that's probably gonna be a wipe, right? Alright, well, so I guess we're gonna have another try at this a little bit later on, but yeah, so that was good experience, guys. Honestly, reaching Brute Justice is the hardest part of it. Like, once you get there, it's just a little bit more practice to resolve Brute Justice. Intermission 2 is, in all honesty, very, very easy to resolve as a blue mage. And after that, if we have enough DPS, we can just straight up ignore Gavel mechanic. So yeah, it's pretty easy.
Alrighty, that sounds like it for now. Thanks
Yeah,
for having
yeah.
me. GG's.
But yeah, P12 was a lot of fun. I'm actually like sort of bored now that I don't have it to do. It's like I don't really want to do the curse grind unless, you know, I don't have anything else to do. But there's so many people running blue mage right now. It's just like, you know, like pretty much all of these are blue mage. So, I don't know. I got 2 blue mage achievements last night. The, what was it? Final coil and nail. So, which is pretty interesting. What's bad about blue mage is that, you know, there's just like what's sort of bad about it is that there's like all these people that want to play blue mage, but they're not like necessarily very good at raiding. It's not that they're bad at blue mage necessarily, they're just not good at raiding. And so like that last pool, or the pool before, we had the prey markers in the stack. It was just like, that's like not a hard mechanic, and we've all seen most of that. Most of us had seen that already. I think we'd even seen it with those 2 new people, so it wasn't like, it's just, that wasn't real hard, you know. So it's sort of been neat to try out and learning a lot of stuff, you know. But I think the accursed is just something I'm gonna have to put off until the blue mage stuff is less popular. So it's just hard to find blue mage groups, especially for these savage raids. Like, I just don't know how many of these will be up and going in a month. Yeah, maybe some, but I wouldn't mind to start progging top with Party Finder, although I'm sure that would just be pretty rough. I mean, it's probably a lot easier now with the higher item level, I would guess, right? Don't really like it. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'll probably use the relic to get that extra set of stats. I'll probably use that when we get to Dragon Song in my ultimate group. I really just need to get through UCOB. Once I get through UCOB, then, you know, we'll probably quickly move on to Dragon Song. Like, UCOB is, like, actually pretty cool when you get to the end, but it's just not fun leading up to it, really. I'm on something here, I can't remember. $57 to $60. I already have. Oh, well, that's easy. I might take a break for a bit. It's sort of been at it for a while. I don't know, I haven't been streaming for a long time, but I think I did a raid just before this, the Sigma 4.0. And then it felt like we waited like 30 minutes before we even did anything with a8s. But tomorrow night I'll be helping my static try to get through P12, so see how that goes. We're like stuck on Panagenesis, and I think we did classical 12 correctly, like, or classical 2 correctly once. So see how that goes. Well, I guess I'll be back in like an hour and a half for UCOB, but thanks for checking in on the P12S and the Accursed. It's just going to be a while on Accursed. I actually haven't done any Accursed. Maybe like 2.5 weeks. So, I don't know. Alright. Okay. Well, see you all later. Have a good one.